Next up is the final episode of Histories and Mysteries on PC3 Radio. But don't worry, the show will start soon. It will not take centuries. You don't. I'm your host, Ashley Billingsley, and this is Histories and Mysteries. Sadly, today is the last time I'll be doing my show on PC3 Radio. And if you haven't followed the show, then you probably think, oh, it's just another boring radio show about history. But no, you're very, very, very wrong. I'm going to have some special guests later on, so you guys stay tuned for that. But while it is a history show, we have some mystery sprinkled in as well. So clearly, it's not your little everyday radio thing. But anyway, today we're going to be starting off with what I like to call ancient civilizations. And today we're going to be talking about the Aztec civilization. Now, first off, I want to say that all the information for this segment was found on history.com. I've mentioned history.com a lot. I love history.com. History.com, thank you for existing. You are fantastic. Anyways, so the exact origin of the Aztec people is unknown, but they are believed to have come from a northern tribe of hunter-gatherers. I feel like most civilizations came from hunter-gatherers because that's just how I don't know, human evolution kind of worked, I guess. But they're believed to have gotten their like name from their homeland. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Aztec, but like it's a really weird pronunciation. But the translation to English is white land. So that was pretty interesting. The Aztecs are known as they're also known as the Technoca or something, which is from their capital city of, I also don't know how to pronounce that, and I honestly, it's like Tilican or something. Interesting name. But the Aztecs appeared in Mesoamerica as early as the 13th century. Their appearance either led to or was kind of like the entire reason why the Toltec civilization kind of ended. But how did the Aztecs live? Their crops are mostly consisted of like corn, beans, squash, potatoes, tomatoes, and my personal favorite, avocado. If you guys have never had avocado toast, I am telling you try it. I love avocado toast personally, so I think I would like living in the Aztec civilization because, avocados. But they also fished and hunted animals like rabbits, armadillos, snakes, coyotes, and wild turkey. Personally, I've never tried rabbit, snake, armadillo, or coyote. And I'm pretty sure, I don't... You've had armadillo? Yeah. Jake's had armadillo. What does it taste like? Okay, it tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. Why do we always... Everything... Everything is just chicken. It's just chicken from a different animal, I guess. Everything is secretly a chicken. What came first, chicken or the egg? The chicken. I wonder if dinosaurs taste like chicken. I bet they do. Chickens? Really? Yeah. Guys, chickens are related to dinosaurs. Cause I'm not educated, okay? I'm not educated. T-Rex. Am I really? Yeah. I was just thinking because they look weird and T-Rexes look weird. And
well, think of the body structure that you know for a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Big head, little arms, chicken.
Ooh. Guys, chickens are descendant of T-Rexes, and that's really cool. See, you learn things here. You learn things. I didn't know that. Do they teach that in 4-H? I want a pet dinosaur. I used to have chickens. Wait, so I had a pet that was descendant from a T-Rex. Guys, I'm so cool. I had a pet dinosaur. I had several pet dinosaurs. They all... I'm not gonna tell you about their tragic demise, but I don't have them anymore. So Jake is cool and he's had armadillo. I haven't had armadillo, but I'm actually really jealous. I would think so too. But anyway, they also hunted snakes, coyotes. I don't know. I don't think they used snake for meat. I think they more used what I found is that they were used for religious rituals, and they made them into decor to represent their religion, which interesting. Armadillo, they use their shells like a serving dish for meat, and armadillo was actually it was kind of rare, so it was a delicacy to have armadillo soup. But that's a thing. I want to try that. I want to try it. I want to try some chicken armadillo soup. But they hunted. Okay, chicken soup. But they hunted coyote for sacrifices because a lot of their culture revolved around coyotes, oddly enough. The coyotes were a symbol for music, pranks, passion, and they were labeled as a form of a shape-shifting god. Yeah, it makes sense. They also had a very, very advanced system of agriculture, which included a huge irrigation system. But not only was their irrigation system sophisticated, their military was also very advanced. In 1428, the Aztecs formed a three-way alliance in order to defeat their biggest rival and strengthen their empire. They kind of went on a rampage and were we want all the land we can possibly get. Let's have a little alliance. Let's see what we can do. And they did things. They had a great empire with several forms of different social classes. And the classes went as follow. It was the ruler and his family, followed by government officials, priests, priestesses, and high-ranking warriors. Then there were the commoners, commoners of non-noble ranking, so just the middle class. Well, yeah, middle class basically, in our times, I guess. And then there was peasants and slaves, which fell into the same category. Crazy. But of course, even with all of these like advancements, per usual, Empire did not last that long. So how did they fall? They fell by Spanish conquistadors, and the ones who came were allied. Like they allied with local tribes to conquer the Aztec capital city because I guess the Aztecs were like they made some people mad. So they're like, hey, here comes Spanish conquistadors. They're like, hey, yeah, yeah, exactly. We love the Spanish. They were so chill, like they're crazy. But once the capital city was taken over, a few years later, after like multiple wars and like little miniature battles, the Aztecs were gone. Most became slaves, like Jay kind of said. They're gone. R.I.P. Yeah, R.I.P. the Aztecs. So I want to try armadillo soup. I'm so stuck on that. Like I really want to try armadillo soup. Jane's giving me some weird looks. Oh, I love lobster. Really? I've had lobster tail. Have you had crab? I love crab. I love crab. It's so good. Like snow crab legs. I've been to Kelsey's like maybe 2 times in the past 10 years. Yeah, I don't go to Kelsey's ever. So we love that. I thought James was going to say something he didn't. We all turned. So anyway, the Aztec civilization is definitely an interesting one, and there's a lot more to them that I wasn't able to say in that time because, like, I have multiple segments because I'm cool. So as you guys know, I usually try to match the songs to my segments, and I'm gonna kind of do that today ish. But I'm also gonna, since this is the last one, I was gonna sprinkle in some that I actually like because you guys have mainly been hearing like, oh, this matches a segment. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the first one, which if you guys don't know, I like Taylor Swift. Yeah, I know. I'm getting some. Actually, I'm not getting any weird looks. I expected to. But, here's Speak Now by Taylor Swift. All right, guys. So that was Speak Now by Taylor Swift. And now it's time for Deities, Demigods, and Daring Adventures. And of course, I'm joined by Jake. So hello, Jake.
Hello, you know what Taylor Swift isn't? A deity or a demigod. Boo, Taylor Swift.
Excuse me?
Just kidding, some of her songs. I like some of her music,
About to say,
not all of it.
I would fight someone to get Taylor Swift tickets.
I was putting together the top 10s for Riley just in case she wanted to do the normal top 10s. She did not. And like literally in like the top like 20, like at least half of them were like Taylor Swift songs from the new album. It was quite annoying.
Really?
Yes.
See, I'm not a huge fan of like her new album personally, but like, you know, I think her new album, like I said, I've said this before and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but it's all sounds like AI. Like a lot of it sounds like AI. Like, I don't know. Swifties, listen, I love you guys. I don't know if I'm a Swiftie, but I'm sorry, but it sounds a little AI generated. Anyways, so Deities, Demigods, Daring Adventures. Do you know what we're going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about Icarus.
Yes.
You kind of stole my concept from my show last week. I can't believe you
Yeah.
copied me. Oh my gosh.
To be fair, I didn't watch your show last week. I know, I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, I watch all of your
know.
shows.
Oh, well, you've been in here for like most of them. Also,
Exactly, I watch all your shows.
Yeah. Also, do you know how to pronounce Icarus' dad's name?
Daedalus.
Daedalus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daedalus, inventor of the labyrinth, child of
Yes,
Athena,
and
really smart guy.
Which is crazy, is because we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy's gonna kind of bridge it together. So I'm gonna say my little story. I'm a yap for a little bit, and then Jake is gonna say how
Professional yapper.
professional certified yappers. That should be a name of someone's radio show next year. But anyway,
Professional yappers.
Professional
That'd be
yappers.
something like Tristan and Evan would do.
yes, it would. Oh my gosh, yes, it would. So I'm gonna say my little version of it. Jake's gonna tell me how wrong or right I am.
You were actually pretty on it last time, so
I'm scared this
Yeah.
time. I feel like I kind of gone off the rails on this one a little bit.
that's okay. This is a rather short story, so off the rails is okay.
Yeah, short. Hey, Jake. Short.
Oh Lord, how did you? Okay,
That's why I said I
for
think I went off the
context
rails.
readers, if you're laying the footwork, that means I don't have to, or the groundwork, that means I don't have to, which is nice. But I've just been given probably like I just saw like 7 paragraphs worth of explaining the story, which really doesn't need 7 paragraphs. So
I tell a little bit of a backstory.
awesome. All right, let's
A
take a
little bit.
listen.
I'm really scared. Okay, guys. So I don't really. Okay, I'll be sorry with you. I don't know if I ever have to really do this, but I like citing my sources just for like because I can. So information on this segment. So actually, we're going to be going on a quick song real quick. And after that, we will be right back. All right, guys. So we're actually going to be going back to that segment a little later on. We had some little technical issues, but we're going to be going into Bob Ross, and I'm joined with Jaden. Hello.
Hi.
So I'm going to be kind of like talking about Bob Ross a little bit, and then I'm going to ask you some questions afterwards, like regarding him.
Is it like a huge long paragraph like Jake was saying?
This one's shorter. This one's shorter than the other one.
Okay.
I don't know. Listen, I'm kind of crazy. Okay, we know this. Okay, we don't question.
Because I don't think I could sit through 7 whole paragraphs.
No,
So.
no. This one's quick, and the font.
Let me
size is
see.
12.
Let me see.
It's not. Look. Ready? It starts right here. See? It is significantly shorter than the other one. I'm just saying.
That's a little long.
Okay. I also talk kind of fast. So, anyways, so last time I did my show, which I think was like 2-ish weeks ago, the Forgotten Story, that segment was about Bob Ross, and I decided, like, you know what? You guys haven't heard enough about Bob Ross. You guys heard about his life and stuff, like how he became Bob Ross. But now we're going to go ahead and dive into the conspiracy surrounding him. And like, but more so his paintings than him. Jake says there's never enough Bob Ross, and I agree. My school actually, at my school where I'm going to be going to college, they have like a whole Bob Ross like studio where he used to do his paintings. Because I guess in the Forgotten Story, he did it in Muncie, and I'm going to Ball State. And I also recently found out that one of my like teachers, like the director of SportsLink, he is actually like, he can teach Bob Ross painting classes. So one of my professors teaches Bob Ross painting classes, so I'm gonna have to show him like these segments, be like, hey, I'm cool. I did stuff on Bob Ross. Like, I'm gonna be a teacher's pet for real. Anyway, so let's go ahead and dive into the conspiracy. So as y'all know, Bob Ross was in the military where he started his painting classes, and he eventually got his own painting company, and later his very own show where he recorded some of them in Muncie, Indiana, because like we're cool like that. And if you look up like a time lapse like story type thing of his stories, you'll see that it actually takes you like down a path, like a little adventure thing, which I thought was pretty cool. But some people believe that the journey he takes you is just Bob Ross and where he buried dead bodies. Yeah, Bob Ross. Apparently, the conspiracy is that he's a murderer.
I think everyone knows that.
Them happy little trees. Yes, a lot of people do know that. I know. Happy little trees are the dead bodies. Ooh.
Well, you know, they were trying to say the same thing about Garth Brooks.
They're trying to say that about Garth Brooks, really? See, I haven't heard that.
Who's Garth Brooks?
Girl, he's like a country singer, right? He's a country singer, ain't he? And I don't even like country. First off, I don't even like country.
I feel like it
Oh, no.
sounds familiar, but like...
Thought that was a bit. I didn't realize.
That was not no bit, Jaden.
Oh,
Even I'm kind of disappointed. I don't even listen to Garth Brooks or country music in general.
thinking radio decisions now.
Oh no. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared.
I cannot have a station manager that doesn't understand the largest selling artist of all time.
He's not the largest selling
Let
artist
me
of all time.
look this person up.
No, he's not.
He is.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
He's the largest selling solo artist of all time.
See, personally, I would think that would be Taylor Swift nowadays.
She hadn't been around long enough.
Really? Interesting. Oh,
Um,
actually, it's Elvis Presley.
You're wrong.
Jake looked it up. Guys, we are looking this up right now live. Oh? Oh, it's not solo. Right now, what's appearing is Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Guys, I love Elvis Presley. I've played Elvis Presley on here before on my show.
I feel like if that Garth Brooks person was, I would know who it was.
Okay, even I know who Garth Brooks is.
He looks familiar, but I don't know. Like,
You're crazy. Anyway, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and just go back to Bob Ross. So some people claim that Bob Ross was too calm. Like his calming nature was creepy to some people. So I don't know. Someone on, he's an alien. Now, I don't know exactly who, because I forgot their name and I forgot to write it down, so my bad. But 7 years ago, someone published a story of how Bob Ross is a serial killer, and that kind of sparked all of it. Okay, guys, Jennings is right. He just showed us a source.
CBS News.
From CBS News. Okay. Okay.
Went through all
Jennings,
that
you were
trouble
right.
just to prove he was right.
That's Jennings for you. He can't prove that he's wrong. Or wait, he can't admit that he's wrong. Although he usually does. He usually does. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Currently. So of course, Bob Ross, like, calming nature, might be a serial killer. This was never proven to be true. It's Bob Ross, guys. Come on, like, let's be so for real. But according to the story, Bob Ross would kidnap his victims, kill them, and then, for his own sake, paint the locations.
Yeah, he painted the like locations. Yeah.
And then some people also believe that he painted the locations so later on, like, police could go, like, find the dead bodies and stuff. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, while personally I think the story is a bit far-fetched. I mean, who knows? The world's crazy. But at the same time, I think Bob Ross seemed like a good guy. Him being calm freaked out people, which I don't understand why, but I know I've said it before, but I like studying while having Bob Ross playing in the background. Like, it keeps me on task and it's also calming. Personally, like, I'm crazy, so I'll be like sitting there drinking some tea, having Bob Ross in like the background and studying. What, Jaden? What?
You're gonna do that?
I have before when I was really stressed about finals last year.
That's weird. That's
I was
really
stressed about
weird.
finals. I was stressing about finals and it didn't.
Just once a week, my dad's sleeping on his little lazy boy, like sat down watching Bob Ross.
Your dad actually watches Bob Ross like regularly?
He watches Bob Ross.
That's so
He
weird.
turns it on so he can sleep.
That is crazy. That is crazy. He's learning, guys. You know how there's like
Ashley?
serial killer podcasts? It's actually just like, here's how to get away with murder. Bob Ross edition.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait, guys. Welcome to Histories and Mysteries, guys. I told you at the beginning of the show, this ain't no boring history show, and I think I've proven that right so far. Anyways, if you guys know anything about like the Bob Ross conspiracy, like you listeners, or like have any comments about it, feel free. We're just yapping, honestly. We yap a lot on here on the show. So, Jaden,
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you think that Bob Ross could be a murderer?
I don't think so. He just seems too nice. I don't know.
Like, bro's got like a permed afro.
I don't think he would be a killer. He doesn't have a murder
paintbrush.
weapon.
Oh my gosh, he hides the murder weapon.
He
in
doesn't.
his hair.
There's no murder weapon to even hide
Or
because
is
he's not a
there?
murderer.
It's secretly like he just I mean, yeah,
It's-
because they have
oh.
him like lipstick knife type thing. So he did that with the paintbrush. Lipstick taser. I want to watch that movie now.
What is
Also,
that movie?
It's Despicable Me. Guys, fun fact.
Oh.
Despicable Me 2, the voice actor for Shannon in Despicable Me 2 is also the same voice actor who played Mabel in Gravity Falls. I found that out like yesterday and now I can't unhear it. So, you know. But yeah, you don't think he's a serial killer?
No,
You think he's just chill
Yeah.
guy, just
I
living
think
life?
he's just a painter,
Just a painter.
a lonely painter. Yeah.
What? Oh, that's kind of sad. Actually, if you put that in
Was he
perspective, it's-
married?
Was Bob Ross married? I just asked my phone that, guys.
Oh, never mind.
Um,
Maybe he wasn't lonely.
He had a couple wives.
Oh,
I think he had like 3 wives.
ask if they're dead.
Bob Ross is dead. Well, considering this one, like, okay, so he has had 3 marriages. Linda Brown from 1995 to 1995. That's kind of sad.
Oh,
That's kind of sad. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, so fun fact: my grandparents dated for like it was like a week or a month or something like that, and then they got married. I think that's how that story went. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Father. If you're even listening, I'm sorry. I might be wrong. I know it wasn't a year. I know it definitely wasn't a year. Anyway, so Bob Ross's second marriage was Jane Ross from 1977 to 1992. A little bit longer. I'm proud of him.
that's way long. That's
I
like
know,
more than 10
but
years.
he divorced her anyway. So then he married Vivian Ridge in 1965 and was married with her till 1977.
And then he jumped onto the other girl.
That's all. That's all that was there. So I think that was the last one.
And literally divorced 1977, got married in 1977.
Oh, wait. Oh wait, guys, we're awful. So Jane Ross, actually, the one he was married to for a while, she died. So he didn't divorce her.
His hand.
My bad. She died.
Are
And
they
then,
all dead?
Probably
'Cause
now.
maybe he killed them.
But then Linda Brown, he was married to her. He married her just a few months before he died. So he didn't divorce or kill her because he was already dead and she was still living. That's pretty cool.
Maybe we should get an interview with her.
I think
Oh, is she dead?
She's probably dead.
Oh.
She's probably dead. I mean, she was married in 1977. I would assume she's probably dead.
She might be like 80.
I mean, she might be. Bob Ross died at like 74. I think. Wait, how old was Bob Ross when he died? Wasn't it like 74? How old was Bob Ross when he died?
I thought he was in his 60s.
Oh, he was 52.
Oh.
Weird health complication.
Oh,
Away in July 4th, 1995.
that's kind of sad.
He'd only be like 80.
He was 52. Oh, that's crazy.
Bob Ross.
Your mom was born in 1995?
No, well, she was born in 1965.
Oh, I was like 95. I was like,
Jennings just got scared. Jennings just like, all right, guys, second heart attack of Mr. Jennings today.
I was gonna say she's only,
In my head, it wouldn't add up.
she'd only be 28.
Wait, yeah, that would not add
I
up.
thought you said 65. That's my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that
That
would.
means she would be 12.
Do not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. So, guys, let's talk about a little something. So, for our class right now, we're doing a music video project, and I kind of want you guys to hear my song because, you know, I'm cool, and I actually saw this guy in concert, so you guys are going to want to stay tuned eventually whenever that's out for my music video because it's going to have some cool concert footage in it. But this is the song that I'm doing and one that I videotaped in concert, which I was really scared to videotape because I was like, I don't know if they're going to let me. There was no security there, first off. Like, there was literally no security. I don't think I saw a single security person except for, like, the bouncer at the door. Otherwise, they're just like, all right, go ahead. You're in. Check your ID. Cool. Have fun. So here is Forerunner by Bren. All right, guys. So we are back, and we're going to be doing the Icarus segment now. So once again, I have Jake with me.
Hi, I'm back, and I'm here now. We had something of an emergency, so I'm back
Yeah.
now. Yes.
We're all back, and we're chilling. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the story, and then you, at the end of it, tell me how I did.
Let's do it.
I'm scared. So Icarus isn't the only person in this story. We have
Daedalus, whatever you prefer.
Daedalus sounds better.
I agree.
So he was a unparalleled sculptor. It was said that Daedalus sculptures had to be tied down, otherwise they would run away because they came to life. He's cool. They were so lifelike, they came to life. I don't know. I think that's pretty swaggy of him. But now, not only was Daedalus an artist, he was also a talented inventor, and he was known as the greatest inventor of the era. Daedalus' sister had a son named Talos. Did I pronounce that right?
Talos.
Yeah.
Talos.
Talos. And his sister believed that if Daedalus took in her son, that the son would do many great things. So Daedalus agreed to take in her sister's son and teach him everything he knew. The boy, though, was very, very smart, and he listened to his uncle's teachings and began to apply them to the real world. To Daedalus' surprise, the child was taking in more and more knowledge, and that scared him. He believed that soon this child would suppress him and overshadow all of his life work. So,
I remember this story.
yeah, so big man was threatened by a little child, and he decided to throw his only nephew off a cliff.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, as soon as you said he started to overshadow him, I was like, oh, no, it's this story.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Because,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
Greek
it's Greek
mythology.
mythology, so as real as you want to believe it. As real as you
Right.
want to believe it, I guess. Yeah, bro just casually I don't know if you guys have you guys seen the Simba or the Simba meme where
Lion
the
King,
monkey
yeah.
guy holds up Simba and throws him off the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it, when I read that, that's the first thing I imagined. It's twisted, I know. Yeah. So Athena saw this happen. Athena was like, "Oh, you just threw a little kid off a roof or off a cliff. My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and turn him into a bird." So Athena turns Talos into a bird and bans Daedalus from ever returning to Athens. Having nowhere to go, Daedalus decided to take refuge in the court of King Minos.
Minos. And a quick side note here. The reason why Athena was watching this was because that Daedalus was a child of Athena, and Talos had Athena's blessing, so that's why he was so incredibly gifted. So she was like, hey, you literally just basically killed your nephew who had my blessing. I don't like that. Be gone.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that kid would have been the next greatest, even greater than Daedalus.
I hate Greek mythology. That's a lie. I love Greek mythology. So during that time with King Minos, he was able to start over. He ended up getting a son of his own. We're not going to go into how that happened because it's kind of not good-ish. I mean, it's just mid. Yeah. Anyway, it's a little risky. So his son was named Icarus. So, Icarus. I love Icarus. So there isn't really much known about the early relationship with him and his father.
Probably because he was a little baby toddler.
Yes, he was a little baby boy. So me and Jay kind of talked about this earlier, but kind of to connect everything. Y'all know how we talked about Percy and the Minotaur? Well, Daedalus was actually asked to help with the bull.
The Minotaur, not the bull. How dare you?
Well, it was originally a bull, the bull that made the Minotaur.
yeah. Yeah, okay. I
he was
misunderstood.
he was asked to trick the bull.
Right.
And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I also can't go into that. But guys, if you want to look it up on your own time, it's kind of crazy story actually.
Really? Actually, I haven't
Really?
heard that version of the myth in a while. I thought it was Zeus that was... It was either Zeus or Athena that was taking revenge.
Well, he helped with the creation of
Are you talking about the creation of the Minotaur?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you're talking about. Now I'm confused.
I
I think we're so heavily censoring this because we're on school.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
later.
we'll talk about it
later.
We'll talk about it later. When we go to a song, I'll tell you about it because it's
Nasty.
yes and no. It's just, yeah, we're just going to keep going. So King Minos ruled over Crete, right? Is that how you pronounce
Crete,
it?
yeah.
I'm so cool. Guys, that's my phrase. Which, of course, Daedalus ended up growing, like, tired of. So what I found is that he decided to return to Athens with his son. And then he got put in jail.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he got put in jail with his son. So during his time in jail, he decided to study, like, how the birds moved and stuff. And somehow while in jail, he built a device mimicking the way the birds moved. By doing this, he laid several feathers in a row from shortest to longest and tied them together using beeswax and thread. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He then got the idea, like while his son Icarus was playing with some feathers, he got an idea. So he decided to make another smaller set for his son. As previously said, his sculptures were so good they would come to life. So he kind of sculpted this. So it ended up like working out because he's cool like that. So this is no different. Icarus was told like what to do, how he should avoid areas lots of moisture, don't fly too low, but also don't fly too close to the sun. Well,
Wait, are you saying he constructed the wings in the Athenian jail?
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, that's what I found. I mean, if you think about it, maybe that's possible.
Ashley, be honest with me.
Yeah.
Did you use ChatGPT to write this?
No, I just I found all of this on collectors dot something. I don't know, it's like collectors.org or whatever. It's cool like that. You know?
That's interesting because I've never heard this version of the myth before.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to scroll down pretty far to find this site.
That's probably why.
Probably why. But like, if you think about it, I mean, it's possible. Like, if you collected bird feathers, like who flew too close to the cell or something. I don't know if it was like one of those jails, like one of those weird
But
jails.
I haven't heard about the thing of him returning to Athens. I thought he was like literally banned from Athens.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like, I thought he was like banned, but then maybe it was just like a, hey, don't come back here. You're like banned. So maybe it's something like that. But anyway, so he was told, Daedalus told Icarus not to fly like too close to the sun or anything, but they used the wings to actually get out of the jail, is what I had found. However true that is, I'm not really 100% sure. But, you know, Icarus was like probably a teenager around the time that they escaped. And of course, teenage boys, they always have something to prove. They have to prove they're better. Because, you know, I don't know, it's just how like I'm thinking like 14-year-old, personally. So he ended up flying too close to the sun, and the wings started to melt. The last thing Icarus ever said was father in like a panic.
Father!
And hearing Papa, and hearing his son cry out, Daedalus tried several times to like find a son, but Icarus had sadly already fallen into the sea and drowned.
That was him falling into the water,
I'm
by
here
the way.
for the sound effects.
He died.
Bloop, 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 bloop. That's
He's
him
very
singing.
dead. He's uber dead.
He's
not alive.
He's gone. So how'd I do?
Okay. I did a quick little fact check to make sure I wasn't missing anything.
Okay.
I cannot find the version of the myth where he goes back to Athens.
Really?
Yeah, okay. So the labyrinth myth is kind of a convoluted one. I'm not going to lie. However, the generally accepted one is that Daedalus, Minos trapped Daedalus in the labyrinth after he helped Ariadne, who in turn helped Theseus. So Minos blamed Theseus for killing the Minotaur. So Minos goes, okay, you know my secrets. You know about how to navigate the labyrinth, and you know about the Minotaur. So I can't have you spilling the beans. So you're going to be trapped here in the center of the labyrinth in your workshop. And then
That's
he,
crazy.
with Icarus, he then builds the wings.
I think I like that version better.
Because I'm not gonna lie, don't use whatever site you just used, because that is nowhere close.
Collector.org.
I scrolled to the third page of Google, by the way, and I could not find that.
Really?
Yeah, all the myths say he never returned to Athens ever.
Collector.org, you failed me. You have failed me.
Deleted off the internet.
Also, I think the
False
collector,
information.
the collector.org had like a lot of like different parts of it. So maybe that should have been my first red flag.
I don't doubt that, like, some philosopher like didn't interpret the Greek right and then rewrote
Yes,
it.
that's
They were like,
possible.
"Oh, a labyrinth. Surely they meant a literal jail." Like
That's
I don't know.
possible.
I don't know. But that
Things get translated weird.
yeah, it's possible. Humans are not infallible.
No, they're not.
I love the story because the moral of the story is to, when you have on wax wings, don't fly too close to the sun or too close to the sea. That's it. There's no other morals in there.
I mean, I'm sure you probably like translate that to like some type of like moral story if you really
Totally
want
not like
to.
obeying your parents because they know best, not trying to be too ambitious, that kind of thing. And none of that.
No, never.
No.
Just don't fly too close to the sun. Stay away from water.
And also don't wear wax wings because they melt.
Yeah. Don't wear wax wings.
Also, probably one of my favorite Percy Jackson books is Battle of the Labyrinth. That one's so fun.
I need to still read those. I'm reading too many books, guys. Too many
Well,
books.
you should take your time to read the at least 10 Percy Jackson books. I think it's like 5 and 5 for the 2 series.
Right now, I'm reading this series called The Arinthian Line. It's actually a really good series. I have the book one right there on the floor. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Anyways, thank you for having me on. I know we're running out of
Yes,
time.
Or thank you for being here. I enjoy it
course.
always.
Thank you for letting me be on your last show.
Thank you for being on my last show. So y'all, I love the story of Icarus and like they don't fly too close to the sun. And you guys kind of already heard the song I was gonna play for this segment earlier. So instead, you guys are going to be hearing "Runaway" by Aurora.
Go to OBS. Go to OBS. Main.
All right, guys. So that is it for the last episode of Histories and Mysteries on PC3 Radio. My little goal is to hopefully continue this in college because I want to join like a little radio club. Yeah, Ball State. So hopefully this isn't the last time you guys are hearing from me. If I do end up getting a slot at Ball State for a radio show for Histories and Mysteries, I'll find a way to let you guys know. But I'm definitely going to miss doing the show for you guys. And whether you have followed the show for a while or if you're a first-time listener, thank you for tuning in. And once again, I am Ashley Billingsley, your host with Histories and Mysteries. This is me signing off with the show for the last time. I do have some other radio things, but this last time you're going to hear me as the host of Histories and Mysteries. So I hope all of you guys have an amazing day, and that's it for me.